Hello everybody, welcome to another zoo video. The deck is the good old creature stubborn and out trouble flames you, but it's picking up some new cards in the flex slots. First is Reprieve, which is better than Remand because your deck is definitely has no problem in having white mana, but it might struggle in getting blue mana, and also Reprieve doesn't go through the Cavern of Souls, the Lighted Halfling, so it's just simply better than Remand. The other one is Wild Slash, which is just a shock, but it can get through the One Ring. So if your opponent plays the One Ring and you have Ferocious, you can just shock something and the One Ring protection won't apply and they will likely die immediately. So that is... those are the two changes. This list comes from Matteo Neto, which is a Mox champion from Italy. He top 16'd the LMS Bologna with this list. He's playing 13 fetch lands. I always check up on those because I think that most of these domain deck just play too few fetches, but I like that he had the 13th one with only one basic lanes, no basic forest. So your way to play around Blood Moon is just to Leyline Binding the Blood Moon, or just don't play around it maybe. What else there is? There isn't Wear Tear, which is the card I love the most in this cyber. There's Tear Asunder, which I guess can exile the One Ring. And then, yeah, the classic Zoo action. This deck is there. He's definitely up there in the modern decks, and I believe he was the only one to day two with it, and he finished 16th place, which is not bad. The LMS Bologna was a 676 players tournament. We cut today to a top 64. So I think all the 7-2s and like 5 or 6 6-1 made it. Buongiorno Daniel and Spice. Okay. I have changed it. I have changed a bit the I've changed a bit the setup. So I wanna fit this thing here. Maybe I should. One sec. All right. Let's go with this. Round number 1. Let's reveal our companion, which is relevant against matchups like Scam. And yeah, as always, whenever this deck doesn't open 2 fetch land, the mana base is gonna be clunky. We don't have a Stomping Ground. This mana is clunky, but I think it's a keep regardless. Earn the draw, so we have high chances of drawing land. Sorry, of drawing a land before turn 3. And I think it's a keep. Unfortunately, again, there's no Stomping Ground, so I gotta go red sources here, which is probably Steam Band since I already have planes in my hand. I'm gonna playing Tron, so hopefully they don't go like Walking Ballista or Warping Whale, and this Ragavan will produce me green mana. Okay, I put in Tron, but with Boseiju turn 1. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Hero Might. Yeah, that works. Main deck Hero Might. Very good there. Okay, so Temple Garden can give me the sorry, Marsh Flats can give me the Temple Garden. So as you can see, the 13th fetch land, so important. So important. Much more important than like missing the shock land you need, because you just cannot play Magic if you don't open fetch land these domain decks. Let's go Temple Garden here. Could also go an Overgrown Tomb. I didn't think about that. Maybe I should have gone Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, that was a mistake. Good morning, good morning. Okay, opponent gets 2/3 of drawn, and that's the fourth one. Okay. Okay. I think now I just need to deal as much damage as I can. So I'm just gonna dash, attack with both, discard a card. I think I'll discard the Scion of Draco. Okay, that's important. And then I play Nishoba Brawler. Aragorn costs too much mana. You can't play that much mana in a modern aggro deck. Gonna gain 2 life with this or might. I was thinking like, why they're on 16? They should be a less life. Okay, I think for the opponent does not have any good payoff there. So I just keep on dashing this Ragavan here. But yeah, look how much damage I missed because I didn't get Overgrown Tomb. So much damage. I missed 1 earlier and 2 now. That's 3 already. See what they do here. Warping Will my Ragavan. That's okay. I drew Wild Nacatl. Okay. So you go to 8 here? Alright, that's good. Yeah, that could have been on 5, which is much better than 8 for me. Let's see now. I have a lot of mana. This is probably an Ugin or an Ulapog. They concede. They don't have anything. Alright. Fast clock. Remember, threats beat answers in the game of Magic the Gathering. You have threats. If they don't have it, they lose. Alright. Probably we have to Tear Asunder. The bad cards are Dromoka's Command for sure. Foothills. We want to remove a shock. Wildslash is pretty medium here. Not a very good card. But you kind of need some burn damage in this matchup. I like counter spells. Yeah, so let's stick to this rule for the duration of the league. If I'm adding a spell, I need to cut a spell. If I cut a creature, I can add a planeswalker or a sort of spell. But if we add a reactive card, we need to cut a reactive card. Otherwise, our deck dilutes too much. You open hands like this that are awkward. Now, that's fine. Obviously, that can happen every time. But you don't want to do that so much. I think I'm going to keep. But, yeah. Anyway, there's no fetch lands in this hand. As I said, that is always awkward when it happens. The Wild Slash is for the One Ring. Buongiorno, Schiapponator. The tag worked. Welcome, welcome. We got the player that played this deck in the chat right now. Let's grab let's grab a black land here, so that my Trouble Flames can deal 5. I think it can be Savai Triome. It can also be Zagoth, but I think I need more red mana, so I just go Savai, and then I go untap Breeding Pool and pass, ready to counter whatever they have. What's a zoo archetype? Wild Nacatl, it's an animal, and not the first, Cured Ape and Wild Nacatl are animals, and they are basically zoo creatures. Alright, looks like our Force Spike is gonna work here. I'm gonna bold them end of turn. Okay, they don't have a land. Scion of Draco, there it is. Doesn't really matter which land I play here. And then a Bolt again, or Leyline Binding, let's see. On the zoos will be out of law, and we will be forced to rename this archetype. But we're not there yet. So I can call this deck a zoo deck. It's Bolting Phase. I might just use all my lands. Exactly, I was thinking about Ragavan here. Alright, you take 6. Ragavan also dodges like sorcery speed removal, which is nice. Ooh, Urza's Tower we exiled. Haha. We don't really wanted that. Okay. I'll just treble flame you here. Ooh, 5 damage. You're 3. Lions, apes? Yeah. Savannah Lions and Kurt's ape in the old school formats are still a thing. Alright. It was an easy match. Opponent really just let us play Magic by ourselves. Alright, I have a new thing on my top right. I need to figure out how to fit everything now. I might just need to lower this thing a little bit. Or maybe just, yeah, just make this smaller. I think it could work. Gorilla Shaman, that's a cyber card, yeah. Let's go around number 2. Very easily went through the first one. Okay, we have 1 fetch land. Yeah, this one is a keep. This one can get Sacred Foundry. Yeah, kind of awkward because I can't get, of course, red blue with a Windswept Heath, but I want to play with a Ragavan. Feels like a mulligan to 4 though. I really hope I can. I really hope my Ragavan can survive or I draw another fetch land. As I said, every time this deck needs to draw 2 fetch lands to perform. Lanes, is that an ending or a hammer? On thin ice. Ah, it's annoying. I guess Leyline Binding can bring it back. Then now my Sand Draco cost too much mana. If it was another fetch land, maybe it would have played differently. Probably not though. Was the Steam Vents better? Unfortunately, you can't get Steam Vents with the Windswept Heath in the game of Magic Online. Okay, green white. Is that Enchantress? Looks like it. Alright, let's bolt the bird and draw. Fetch land. Nice! This is an amazing draw. I get to play my 2 mana 4/4 and keep up Starboard Denial. Now my hand is just great because I drew a second fetch land. It maybe it should be more fetches. I don't know. Like, this is always what I say whenever I play this domain decks. Because Brawl can counter that one. I haven't played against Enchantress in a long time. Okay. And they pass, okay. Oh, I don't care about getting back Jegantha. It's never. There's not a world where I'm casting Jegantha anytime soon. So I'll just pass it back. Get a Zagoth Triome end of turn. Keep up my Stubborn Denials. Is Bloodmoon good against Zoo? Well, you need to first answer the board and then get the Bloodmoon. Okay. So this thing, I don't think I care. This thing does not do anything against me right now. I guess that they're Enchantment Shroud, which I don't care, and that's it. Whenever they want to sacrifice that and get an enchantment, I can just counter the things they sacrifice and they get card disadvantage. Of course, they drew a card, but they drew it regardless. So, I mean, I guess they had one more mana, but I don't care. The things I'm taking care of is the cards in hand. All right, so Solitary Confinement has to be countered. This is a fog effect. Zoolander, I know what I'm doing. Thank you for the message. There is the Magic Player nature to use a counterspell with a spell in the stack, but you have to refrain from the nature of using the cards in hand and think about the bigger picture. It's like when you're in a buffet and your instinct is to eat everything, but you have to like hold a little bit. Now, of course, my opponent is drawing like a lot of cards at turn, so they might eventually outgrind their Stubborn Denials. As in like they play more than 3 threats that I must counter. This is a Bloodmoon. No, I didn't name a red. This one can get any. Yeah, I must counter a Bloodmoon, of course. I'm gonna try just Delverin Legacy. I might, yeah. I don't have the card that makes the Monarch, which is quite expensive Magic Online. I can get it, but we'll see. Leyline Binding is awkward because oh right, that's Shroud. That's true. Leyline Binding draw is a little bit awkward now, but I'd much rather have Stubborn Knight in hand now than not having Leyline Binding active. This card doesn't do anything. It's just card disadvantage. It's a very obsolete card. Sure. Elven Farsight. I don't know what that is. Can you go exclamation mark Elven Farsight? I was doing the power rankings. It was out of top 15 for a couple of months at this point. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I must counter everything, but I feel like the game is slipping away. My opponent's drawing extra cards every turn, and eventually they'll yeah, get something here and I'll lose the game. Try 3? Nah, come on. Yeah, play creatures and burn spell, and boom, something good. It Kit Kat. So, all right, let's cycle. Then I'm binding. That's a dead card. But again, if I had countered that, I would have like Sand Draco would have died. Whatever. It's over. It's over. Like a solitary confinement. Ooh, we have the wide slash to draw to lose protection. Oh, no, Sudden Growth Ease card is a thing. You put into play, you don't get anything back. And then eventually you put an enchantment on top of your deck, so you create card disadvantage this way. Sure, giving Shroud to your enchantment is valuable, but the card itself is card disadvantage. Because you trade a piece I mean, I guess if you have this or the Enchantress in play, it's not. But that's why only that deck can play it. You can't play effects like this in normal decks. I just need to draw more threats. I only drew one creature in the top 16 cards of the deck. I guess that's not true. I draw two. But yeah, still under. Okay. Actually, they don't have mana to. They don't have mana to sack this. It's a tutor. Yeah, but it's a tutor that puts on top. That's that's a problem. So they have UF Shroud and Pearl Launch of Fidelity to you, so no need to attack. If you put a card on top and I counter the card that you put on top, it's bad. But again, the status counter, so ooh, they just sack this. So if they have the whole of the storm, no, whole of the I don't know the name, the one that puts on top, that's a loop. Enchantress Presence, that's a start. The deck name comes from this card, originally printed in Onslaught, gave the birth to the Legacy deck, which is it's been also like a very old deck, but all right. And now they just go off. In Legacy, they also have the land from Urza's Saga, Serra Sanctum. It's just a land, and it gives you a white mana for every enchantment you have. Kind of insane. This is looking good. No, 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 no. I'm gonna probably lose this turn, actually. Yeah, Destiny Spinner is the win con. But it's gonna activate the Utopia's. That's why they didn't protect the Sorcerer Confinement, by the way. That's true. Legacy also has the Argothian Enchantress. Opponent taps. That's 21 mana in their pool. Activate. I'm gonna let them go off because if you've never seen Enchanters going off, it's fun. And it's all because of this and that. Because of course they keep the fuel going. Exclamation mark deck doesn't work. Could be, yeah. Oh no, it does. It's okay. My opponent doesn't want to kill me. They just want to have fun clicking buttons, which I respect, but I don't know. They just have to Destiny Spinner and kill me. Okay, now Hidetsugu, Tear Asunder. What about Teferi? No, probably not. What do I cut? Oh, Dromoka's command is good. What do I cut here? Is it burn spells? I guess I can cover Reprieve. I don't want to cut Stubby D. No, this is Spinner that can activate multiple times. I guess because I bring in Hidetsugu, I can cut some 1-drops. I don't know though. They're kind of good on the play. All right, we got 2 fetch lands, so mana base is perfect. We can go Zagoth Triome, Sacred Foundry, boom. Wild Flash is good against the solitary confinement. Put them all to 5. Let's use the Wooded Foothills, because Windswept Heath can go get planes. Flames can hit any target. Any target. Can be hit by the flames. Let's go. Forest, Utopia Sprawl. And I'm already afraid of Blood Moon. Let's see what color they name. They name white. Okay, I drew planes. Alright. I was going to think about having to fetch for it, but I guess I don't have to now anymore. Okay, they don't have Blood Moon mana. Alright. Let's attack with Kavu. Draw this card. Fetch land? Sure. Ooh. I think I want to go Scion of Draco, Leyline Binding now. And exile the Enchantress Presence. Put them all to 5. I want to keep them low on cards. On the draw, still same configuration, I think. Yeah. Buongiorno, Skittles. You wanna play with a Bosch? There's a deck. If you follow Electric Bob on Twitter, he tagged me yesterday. He said, let's see what he said. He said, one of these days, Mega09 will realize this deck deserves to be in his tier list. So yeah, it's Electric Bob 31, and he's playing a Bosch. Alright, I guess. Bob is 6'8". Let me check how much is that. 6'8". 2 metri. E la Madonna! That's a lot. Wait, it's over then 2 meters. That's cool. When was that last time I've seen a very tall person and didn't expect it at all? A Magic player. Oh yeah, I think one of the biggest shock for me was Aspiring Spike. Aspiring Spike is like very tall. I did not expect him. Because you always see him on, like sit in a chair. So you just assume it's, I don't know. I guess not tall. I don't know what to expect. True hero, no, true hero is not tall. How tall am me? Am I? 170, I think. I don't know. Actually, the right answer. I don't tend to measure myself. Allora, facciamo keep. Yes, we're recording the carnies today, me and Javier. We're also doing a new thing today where we are going to do with camera and showing things and etc. Allora, facciamo keep. Now, what do I bottom? Because I can go Steamvent's Temple Garden. I think I have to do that. I go to Steamvent's Temple Garden. No, actually, if I go Steamvent's Temple, I can cast Dromoka's Command. So I can go Breeding Pool, Sacred Foundry. Yeah. Forest Brawl, they earn 6 cards. Okay, I'll go Sacred Foundry regardless. Yeah. Yeah, the problem with the camera is that Anthony just doesn't have a camera slash his internet doesn't use it. But can't I don't know. But now it's only me and Javier for this episode and maybe also for the next one. So we're gonna try to do that. I have to figure out how does that work with Streamlabs. After the stream, I have to figure out. Javier is very tall. Yeah. I mean, but I've seen it for a year, so I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, he's also very tall. Okay, wow, they just didn't have a follow up. That's strange. Marshall is tall. Yeah, I'll show you. All right, sorry, opponent. I'm gonna slow roll you. I guess you used a lot of your timer, so it's okay. I'll show you PT Journey into Nick's top 8 images, where there's the 8 of us sitting next to each, not sitting, standing next to each other, and everyone is huge and me. I guess they just erased all these infos. I think I have it on my Facebook. Yeah, Wizards just erased every coverage things from their website. It's probably too expensive. They couldn't afford it. The budget could not afford to keep the datas of the old coverage picture, but I have it on my Facebook, so I gotta scroll down like 10 years of picture. Look, yeah, it's 10 years of picture. That's coming. Now, classic, I'm not gonna have it after all of this. Oh no, here it is. I think this is it. Well, I guess they put it in a very smart way where everyone sit in a way where they reduce how tall and almost like made everyone sound as tall. But it was also Marshall in the middle. I was super tiny and everyone was just huge. Like Reed. Reed is so tall and also like big too. I just didn't expect it. I remember that was definitely a shock, but that was like 10 years ago too. What's my favorite magic card? Black Lotus. That's my official answer. Alright, the Ragavan connected, which is a good thing. My opponent didn't do anything last turn. Kinda wanna just kill the Utopia Sprawl. I just killed Utopia Sprawl with the Dromoka's command. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll go Wild Nacatl. Pass. Upkeep. You sacrifice an enchantment. White green. Is Bone Crusher Giant Stomp or Wild Slash better against the ring? I mean, against the ring, maybe Bone Crusher, but you just can't play Bone Crusher. This is modern. You can't pay 2 mana for a Shock. Already playing Shock is ridiculous. If you spend 2 mana for it, it's just unacceptable. Like, killing Utopia Sprawl is actually card advantage, or rather card parity, whereas killing Abundant Growth is card disadvantage. I think this game is locked up now. You just need to draw. In order to win, you need to draw for this deck. Fetch lands, proper creature, proper spell. Proper, I mean a number of creatures and a number of spells. Game 1, we only drew like 1 creature, so that was the reason we lost. Imba for Supreme Verdict? Oh no, please don't. But out there, deck has Supreme Verdict. The Blood? Sure. I mean, in theory, you should counter this and win. In practice, I just grab a planes and then Leyline Binding this. And we win. GG. GG. These are probably two good matchups. Like, combo decks is good matchups for Zoo. Zoo thrives against combo decks. You have threat, pressure, and counters. Welcome everyone to a new Legacy video. Salseo with the raid. Hello. How's it going? They had 1 mana up. What if they had Veil of Summer? I wouldn't have lethal in this turn. Buenos dias, Tomabo. What's our second deck today? I want to play Creativity next. I haven't played Creativity with Reprieve yet. Resting Pepega? Yeah, I hate this card. I just net decked. I would never put Rest in Peace in my sideboard. I'm sure that's not true. Maybe I would. I don't know. Let's go RFNG. If I was forced to pick a modern deck for a GP style event right now, what'd you go with? I mean, that just happened 3 days ago. I picked up Rack the Scam, which wasn't even that popular compared to how much it won, and it was, I think, a very good choice. Unfortunately, I didn't do well with it, but yeah, Rack the Scam, it's definitely the deck to beat right now. Otawara. When you see Otawara go, there's not that many decks that do that, so it's probably the end. Alright, let's figure out the mana base with this deck every time. I think the best is Sacred Foundry Breeding Pool. Yeah. This hand is not too good against a good Living End deck, and what can you do? Let's do Sacred Foundry Bolt and then Breeding Pool, Kabu, and hope to untap. Living End is also good positioned. Less than it was last week, but still. Sacred Foundry and Bolt you. Tap. Breeding Pool Kabu. Kabu has a strong ability of exiling creatures from the graveyard. But of course, if they go Cycler Living End, it's over. Like, if Living End has the nuts, you can't beat it. I mean, with this hand. This deck, you definitely can. You have Stubborn Denial and Reprieve, but it's not with the cards I have, so. And also, all you'll find just kills you in 2 turns. It's an 8/4 trample, basically. Alright. There goes my board. And there goes my game. GG. Let's sideboard the resting Papegas. The Flusterstorms. The Teferi. Don't know about the Veil of Summer. Let's cut some burn spell. Definitely Lightning Bolt. And also Leyline Binding is bad. Let's bring in the Veil of Summer. Wild Slash is definitely worse than Bolt. And Dromoka's Command is worse than Bolt. And Submit. Hello, SS. J-Ross. You love the YouTube channel? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy. I tweeted about it yesterday. During May and July, I traveled a lot, and my YouTube channel went down a lot. There's this stats that I look at, which is the hours of amount of hours viewed on my channel, which is a number that's like so big that it's hard to understand. 100,000 hours viewed in the last 28 days. And it went down to 80 at some point. That's the lowest it was in the past weeks, months. But now it's back, so very happy to see. And of course, like I was playing more Pioneer, I was playing more drafts because I was focusing on these other formats, so it was understandable. Pioneer just honestly just made my life worse. This is both I don't enjoy playing it, I lose every time I play Pioneer, and also tanks my my viewership in both Twitch and YouTube. Kind of crazy. I just hate the format so much. Hidetsugu for Graveyard Exile? Nah, it's bad. It's too bad. When it griefs the Teferi, sure. We need to go Sacred Foundry Scion, and then we have stability up. I think both in pot would make Pioneer better. It's not that, it's just that every deck is a solitary, it's unfun. And the only non-solitary deck, I mean, not the only, but the few solitary decks are just not very good, so the form is just unfun. And sure, you can enjoy that type of magic, but most people don't, so that's why they don't watch. Modern is great because you have threats and answers very cheap. Million various decks with different angles of attack. Alright, so you're at 11. I definitely have to keep up stability. I think what I can do here is Wooded Foothills Wild Nacatl. Pass. Next turn I have 7 damage plus 5. So hopefully that's enough. Of course they can go Living End in my turn. And then force of negation my stability. I'll lose. Grief too. Yeah, that also is bad. Yeah, like the beginning of Modern. That's why I dislike Modern before the Modern Horizon 2 set. And Living End is so freaking good. So freaking good. Am I dead? Yeah, I am. They just griefed me twice. That's insane. Again, the good hands from Living End are just unbeatable. And it feels like you're just hitting a... It's simply like you just got unlucky here if you're on this seat. And that's fine, because, like, you can never beat this. So you shouldn't question about, oh, my deck was bad, oh, my draws were bad. It's just that if Living End has the nuts, they are like a legacy deck. Of course, they don't always have the nuts, and that's why the deck, isn't, bannable or anything, but it definitely feels like this when it happens. Like on turn 3, they had combo plus double protection. And that's a thing that shouldn't happen, but of course it did. This cube abuse, no, limited does very poorly for me. It's just because I built my brand around constructed. So whenever I do a limited video, it always does poorly. But that's okay. Like, I also enjoy playing more constructed than limited anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's decks that require less skill, but whatever. Right? That's always been the case. Like, I played a Rakdos Scam last week, and I lost, quite a lot. And I never felt like my losses was because I made a mistake. Whereas whenever I played Murktide, it was always because I made a mistake. And that's, people like that more, but overall, I think I'm keeping this hand again. There's only one fetch land, so the mana base isn't good, but let's still keep. How would you rate my skill? What does that even mean? Windswept Heath is bad? Well, I think that's Sacred Foundry. Any chance you would do vlogs of tournaments I travel to? Nah, it's too much effort, I think. Sometimes I do some YouTube shorts, but they don't do well at all, so I kind of like, whatever. Oh, how do you rate your skillless constructors? Well, limited, I just don't practice, so it must be much lower than constructed. I think opponent's playing Upsal spells. Oh wow, Amulet. Hmm. Actually, I know what they're playing. They're playing the Matt Nass Amulet Recross the Path decks. Must be another great matchup. Yeah, I think it's 4 combo decks in this league. Wish. Yeah, this is a great draw. Like if I had this draw against Leaving Gate, it would have been sick. Like this deck is good against combo decks for sure. Unmer foes. Popper viewership. So Popper doesn't do that well in Twitch, but on YouTube it does well. Mostly because Popper players watch the whole league. Whereas modern players mostly just watch like the deck tech and the first game or first match. Whereas Popper players, since there's so little Popper content, they watch the whole league. Draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards. How would I just counter this? Okay, so here I need a blue source. They might just be dead here. When I was practicing for the PT, yeah, but that's a different person. Right now, I'm not practicing anything. I'm just making content. So, I mean, back in the days, I finished second in the limited master race in 2000. I don't know, 2000 then passed. Ooh, I can ball again too. Nah, whatever. Let's just burn my opponent. I 6-0'd up and limited a bunch of PTs. But again, that's just a different person. You don't understand what's happening for the opponent. So they're playing a combo deck. You can check Matt Nass on Twitter. Or, right, his nickname on Magic Online. I don't remember what it is. He top 8'd a challenge. Top 4 the challenge, I think. Old Mango? Well, it's not old. It's just that before I was, I was a Magic Pro. Now they're not anymore. So you have a job and you don't have time anymore. Okay, so they go Lotus Field. So they have to sack these 2 lands. Five. Well, I wouldn't say historically strongly limited. I was just saying, like, back in the days I was testing with a good team and I was having I think I have to let us resolve. Oh, they tapped my spell? I didn't know that. It does both? Oh, they paid Entwine. Oh, makes sense now. Alright, anyway, let's Actually, this doesn't do... So I kind of want to counter this just because I lose so much time, but I shouldn't probably count... Nah, whatever, let's counter this. Hope they don't go, like, into a breach and I lose. Alright. Maybe I should have let us resolve, but let's just take... This card takes, like, hours to resolve. Not a pro anymore. Oh, definitely not. I mean, I'm not even qualified to the next PT. I'm a content creator. Also, pro isn't a concept anymore. Or rather, there isn't support from Wizards. But again, I say that because I'm not anymore. Of course, the people that are qualified for World and etc. Say that. So anyway, do I want recipes? Yes, for sure. They have Underworld Breach. Do I want Veil of Summer? No. Teferi, Tear Asunder. All these cards are probably medium. You have a trophy? Yeah. What does that mean? Okay, so let's cut some cards. Only Leyline Binding. Yeah, right. Kills the amulet. Maybe Tear Asunder also kills the amulet. We just cut both, I guess. Maybe just got some creature too. Alright, whatever. I cut Dromoka's command. I mean, there's plenty of people with trophies. Trophies is cool. Magical Land Trophy also counts. You can be a trophy leader for a season and you have some trophies. Alright. This is my first mulligan, I believe. This could be my second mulligan, I believe. Nah, keep bottom this. Band Zoo, let's go. You got a soccer participation trophy. Nice. What just cycles? I think I'll untap. Maybe Mana Leak is fine. You get reborn. Alright, let's go for Nishoba Brawler and hope my opponent doesn't play the Across the Path. If they do, I'll go to the bathroom, I guess. 3 mana 3/3. Here we go. Alright, I got a Lotus Field. I wouldn't harvest only get Lotus Field if they choose land, because this is the only land in the deck. Hope they don't go off now. That would be kind of crazy. Lotus Field Oopso Spells deck. Yeah, basically, yeah. Or Cross the Path. Alright, I'll take a bathroom break, and I'll be back as they resolve Cross the Path. Hopefully I don't have to click any button. Oh no, I had to clash. I forgot I had to clash. So my opponent puts back the across the path. And they passed. And it drew Rest in Peace. Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful. Let's just go Rest in Peace then. Right? This should I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's wrong. No, you think? You double counter? You think so? I think they just top my land anyway. Be like Rest in Peace could have stopped the Wish into Breach. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Just put on top a million of these, I think. Usually don't win with Breach though. No? They wrote something in the chat that they misclicked. They did everything in upkeep. No. This is main phase. Oh, Viano, good morning. Did you see I have a new Channel Fireball thing on top right? Which would be nice if it was like as big. Maybe it's too big. I think it could be as big. But then like I don't know where to put these. I also don't want to make it too small because then it shows the chat box. I don't want to show. You need to rethink the whole thing. Yeah. I was thinking like this. I mean, I know it's not great. It's not. Maybe it's fine. Like something like this. You like bottom left? No. Bottom left there's the graveyard and things like that. Under my avatar. No, here. No. Here there's the graveyard. I mean, now this game is awkward, but no. The Magic Online. You don't want to hide things from Magic Online. Sometimes I was hiding things on over here, and that was bad. That's why I had to rechange it. It's like things under the camera all the time, which is not good. Over the Ultimate Guard logo. No, you can't. You make your own stream and cover the sponsor logo. uh, where my lands are, or maybe with the hands. I can cover my hands. I can put it here over my Stubborn and Idols and Tear Asunder. Maybe Twitch can do something like I don't know, whatever. Goblin Charbelcher. Counter. They paid a pact. Oh yeah. They said I was supposed to have 3 more mana at this point. Let's see if I get punished. Yeah, you are getting punished, opponent. I'm sorry. GG. I think that the rest in peace was wrong. So in the future, I'll leave up mana for stability. With a cross top with the sub goal, but be too small. Yeah, and I think the sub goal is very light, so it's alright. Maybe I can make my camera smaller. How big is my camera compared to other streamers? Maybe this thing under me, it's not necessary. Nah, I think it is. It's just this whole, like... King on Rise makes it okay. They gave me a white better remand. Yeah, did you see? Reprieve. It's pretty big compared to others, really. Crop the webcam size. You would crop the webcam size as a box. I don't get it. What do you mean? Hello, arbitrary armor. Yeah. GG's. GG's. Sorry for this click. Also, I shouldn't have played Rest in Peace. I should have just held up to Stubborn Denial. Oh, my camera is very good, I think. Let me make it square. So, but I think it actually fits well that the name is a little bit longer. So it fits here, you see? I think it fits well that it's long. I don't know if you get it. I think now it's actually fine. That there's like the empty thing in the middle. Alright, last match against Datrevdo. Formatted in 1 hour? Yeah. No, I think it's more than an hour. Oh, more, yeah, 1 hour. Alright, his hand is whatever, let's keep it. You see that Teeth Ultimate Guard twice? I didn't see that. It's fine. Like this is this team this is the team CFP Ultimate Guard, and this is the other. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to touch that. It's like just the Shadow Farble thing. Yeah, I mean I just got this yesterday from the Channel Fireball editor. I actually requested this. I wanted to have so that you can know that you can see my decks at exclamation mark deck, which also has a tracking code from TCG where you can shop from TCG using the exclamation mark deck tracking link, and I'll get a percentage of the purchase for free from you. Giant Ultimate got poster in your room, problem solved. Why don't you make the chat box smaller? Yeah, it's just that there's the Magic Online next to it, right? It tosses the 8. Wow. That's wild. What do I do here? I think now it's awkward, of course, as always with this deck when you don't draw 2 fetch lands. This deck is just awkward. That's what this deck is. I don't have any white and red card unless I want to get a Savai Triome. Do I want to get a Savai Triome? I guess I do. It's Sacred Foundry untapped, but nah, actually it doesn't matter because this one costs 2 anyway. Yeah, whatever. Let's get Savai Triome. Attack for 3. Thank you so much. Yeah, you just can save that link, check out my deck lists, as well as whenever you purchase from TCG, you just use that. You just start the shopping from that link. It's really good. Okay, they play the Orc. The Orc is not very good now. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. That's what you have to do. Super easy. Go. Obviously, if I never draw blue source, it's gonna be tough, but I do like Yawgmoth. I ended up 4-1. I won the last match against Amulet. It was actually a very interesting match. I've shared some picture on Twitter about it. So we went 4-1. The video is gonna go up in the next days on the channel. All right, definitely have to cast this binding. Where well, Doppy doesn't matter. This is probably Orc. Nice, not blue mana, and my game is locked up. GG. Yeah, the Orc was not very good in this game. Usually it's always very good, but not in this game. I guess it's fine. I mean, it chump blocked and died to removal. We have a 4 spike for the domination and can't lose. Actually, they can go what's it called? The March of the Otherworldly Light. What is this deck? It's called Zoo. It's a very old strategy. Very simple strategy. Do I want to binding the Dothy? No, va bene. Yodra we had binding. Ring we had Stubby D. Need like a combination of two things. Sign Blood. Otherworldly has Dredge Sorrow, I think. Reprieve. Welcome, Reprieve. First sub of the day. Thank you, thank you. I don't need to fetch. I just go binding. Yeah, I don't need to fetch. If I fetch, they can play March in response, and I can't spike it. Stubby D, I mean. Alright, GG. Tackle. And then Bolto. Bolto. Bing! Who needs 4 power creatures? I feel like I've never drawn this card the whole league. Reprieve. I'm not gonna cite it out just because I want to have more games with it. Also, it's kind of crazy. Ever since there's the all access and everyone can get any card, I never get paired against the rings anymore. I don't know. I guess this opponent plays rings, maybe. What do I cut? Oh yeah, I don't cite out Well Slash. I guess I'm cutting Reprieve. The problem is that this is like a versatile main deck card, but plus sideboard, I think I need to cut it. Yeah, I think post sideboard I need to cut it and just have other interactions like Veil of Summer and Tear Asunder. I'm sorry, Reprieve. I wanted to try you out, but there was no chance. I'm gonna assume they said I don't know. Oh, you think I should cite out Ragavan because of Bowmasters? Yeah, that's usually what they do in Scam. I guess, yes, Roy. Let's go. Swamp. Grief. Do they scam it? They do. With a molecular rebirth, so that's good news. 2 damage and doesn't get a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, Bone Crusher doesn't sound like a modern playable card to me. Not that Wild Slasher is, but I think slightly more. Alright, so those that Field of Ruin, we have 1 Plains in our deck. Seeds. Let's go Zagoth Sacred Foundry, sure. Ragavan. Dash? Yeah. Um, yeah. Both Stomp and both the Wild Slash and Bone Crusher do the same thing. I'm not saying Wild Slash should be played because it's a better card. I'm just saying that Wild Slash, similar to Lightning Bolts, whereas Bone Crusher costing 1 more mana is so much worse than Lightning Bolt. See? You see what I mean? Okay, they don't have a 3rd land. I think they have the Orc. The Orc is so annoying here. I don't want to do anything. I just bold that Grief. I guess I might return Jegantha. Nah. You have 4 Spike for the Orc? No, you don't, my friend. You don't. Or hopefully they don't have another Malik Rebirth. I guess they would play it, so. You can't even do this in paper. Like, I just, the joke works in paper does not work with Stubborn and Nylon a creature. Like, there's a limit of things you can do in paper as well. Let's get the Savai Triome. Stopping the creature is probably the wildest suggestion I've gotten in a while. Just return Jegantha and pass. I don't know. I'm just too afraid of the Orc. I feel like I'm almost using my mana anyway. Yeah. Go. And maybe they drew another one. But basically, like, if you have a read, you should follow it. You shouldn't just say, oh, you know what? No, it's not that way Ragavan now. Come on, I'm at 5. What land do I get? I think I get Braiding Pool, so I have double domain combo. The famous double domain. And by famous, I mean it doesn't happen that often. Alright, do I want to go for this Ragavan? Do they have another Orc? And if I just drop the Jegantha, what do they even do? Like, what do you even do, opponent? Like, look at my mare here. My mare is huge. Like, what can you do against this? Like, PIM! Last game of the league, Jegantha comes in. Patapim! Grief, okay. They take Trouble Flames. You scam it? Do you scam it? You don't scam it. Is it true that I graduated law school? Yes. Is that that a legend? It's up there. To the right. All right. Bo. I'm just sending my mare in. Now, should I? Let's just put a counter kill my Nacatl. Does my mare need to stay back? It's so bad that my mare is whatever. I didn't come here to stay back. Should I stay back? Did I come here to stay back? Oh, I kind of have that. Staying back feels so bad. Sorry, Jegantha. I know you're not supposed to be left and play untapped, but that's your game now. That's your game now. I'll leave the Flooded Strand in hand in case I draw the Kavu, risk or draw. I don't think I need that much. You should dash Ragavan. Well, it trades with an orc. Oh, great. Stop wanting to kill my Ragavan. I know now it's like 10 ticks, but I paid this card 80 ticks, 90 ticks. I feel it. Woo! Hey? I'm attacking with Nacatl now. Yeah, this is the Badlands, the common Badlands. Alright, you're bombed. You bombed my Wild Nacatl. Should I play a Ragavan? They have the orc, I think. Maybe they don't have it. Right, I'll Trouble Flames you for 5. And pass. Oh no, they drew a second swamp. Alright, now though they don't have orc up. Not that it matters. Something. Ooh. This gives my creature trample, right? Whoa, that's a great one. Allora. What do we do now? My opponent is at 9. If I go Scion attack with Jegantha, I think it's good. Yeah, I'll go Scion attack with Jegantha, play Ragavan, keep back the stability. Do that. Yeah, Ragavan gets first strike, but I don't want to attack with it. I think my opponent just blocks. Yeah, I know that, but I feel like if they take it, I'm dead in the swing back. So I need to keep 2 blockers back. I think it's time to play this Ragavan. My opponent's at 4, they read to this, so I need to I don't think this attacks makes a difference. Okay, I'm at 5. Game is very tense right now. We have 2 blockers. I think my opponent has an orc in end. Wait, if they have an orc in end. Oh no, I'm not dead. Am I? I'm not dead if they have an orc in end. Alright, they play stability. Push it, because I think they have an orc in end. That's why they don't want to dash Ragavan. I think we got this. I think we played around 2 orcs very well this game. This game was very easy to lose if you moved. Or if you fetch. If I patch, I'm just dead. just dead on board to orc. 3+1. One is now thinking like, no, I can't lose this game. I have it all. Look at my hand. If they scammed with a real one instead of Molecular Rebirth, I would have died this game because they attacked with Grief once or twice. They dealt 3 instead of 4. Also, they lost 2, which is also crucial. This card is not modern playable. We got this. If I ever consider using a reusable water bottle, what do you mean? Of course. That's what water bottles are for. I refill my tiny cup a lot. Maybe you don't have those in America? This is called the glass. You guys know how to use glasses? Drink from your hands. I use a bottle and I put the water into a glass. This is how I don't know, we do it. All right. That's very European. I believe so. Yeah. Okay. So I sacrifice a non-token creature. It hasn't made it to the West yet. I believe so. Yeah. One day they will export this technology. Allora, let me think about this, but I think I'm just safely winning here. I'll just sack Ragavan and the game is over. Right? Let me just think, because what if it's not? They just attack, I block, and I go to 4-1, yeah. Nothing. Stability and Ragavan. Alright, they concede. 4-1, losing to the leading Get Nuts. It is a respectable finish. Played against 4 combat decks and 1 mono black deck. Yeah, I like the zoo list a lot. I would honestly try to fit another fetch land. Probably cutting literally a shock land at random. Probably this Overgrown Tomb. Since I think even in this 5-match league, which is like incredibly small sample size, the times that drawing Overgrown Tomb hurt us more than having it in the deck to play a land on top is just more. And yeah, I think I would just cut these for, I don't know, what's that? White, blue, white black, white green, white red. I can just put Arid Mesa. And that's it. Yeah, this is the change I would make. That's it. Good video. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.